Hello learners. Now we are going to talk about the use of the definite article the. The word the is often referred to as the definite article. The word the is usually used with a noun when the speaker or writer feels that there will be no doubt about which particular thing is meant. While referring to something mentioned before, we use the. For example, here is the book I mentioned to you last week. Next example, as I was walking to work, I passed a garden. The garden was full of roses. In the first example, the is used with book because the book has been mentioned previously. In the second example, the first time the garden is referred to, the indefinite article a is used because the garden has not been mentioned previously. The second time the garden is referred to, the definite article the is used because the garden has already been mentioned. Easily given there, the is used when something introduced earlier is referred to again, right? Let's see the example. On my plate was a slice of meat, some potatoes and some cabbage. The meat was revolting, but I managed to eat the potatoes and cabbage. Other common uses of the article the. We use article before superlative degree of an adjective. For example, we say the best, the shortest, etc. We also use the article before the holy books like the Gita, the Bible, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, the Quran, etc. We also use the before journals and newspapers. For example, the Guardian, the Times of India, the Shanghai Express, the Poknafam. Other example of the use of the is before musical instrument. We use the. We say the flute, the guitar, uh, the sitar, and then the drum, etc. Before the big rivers, ocean, and then sea, we use the. For example, we say the Ganges, the Brahmaputra, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, like that. Even we say the sun, the moon, like that. And we also use the before scientific invention. For example, we said the radio, the television. We don't say the television, do we? We should say the telephone, but we don't use the before television, okay? So while referring to something unique, the is used when referring to something or things which are unique, since in such cases there can be no doubt about which particular thing is meant. For example, I have found the answer. You can say this is the shortest route into town. In the first example, the word the is used. Okay, if there is only one possible answer. So in the first example, the would be used if there is only one possible answer. In the second example, the is used because only one route can be the shortest one. Otherwise, there would not be many shortest route. Expressions such as middle of or the top of, the bottom of, etc. are generally preceded by the, since it is considered that there can be, for example, be only one middle or one top of something. Example, there is a car stopped in the middle of the road. She is at the top of her class. They like to be the center of attention. So we also use the while referring to something when it is considered obvious what it meant. Okay? The is also used when because the thing being referred to is the most important one of its kind to the speaker or writer. It is assumed that it will be understood which particular thing is meant. For example, the house needs to be painted. The sun rose at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to the park. Don't slam the door. In these sentences give examples of the use of the to refer to things which are not in fact unique, but which are uniquely important to the speaker or writer. The expression the house is often used when referring to one's own house. The expression the sun almost always refers to the sun which is closest to the earth. The expression the park might be used to refer to the only park in the vicinity or to the park which one visits often. In the sentence, don't slam the door, the expression the door might refer to the room of or the building which one is presently occupying. So other use of the is when preceded by the, a singular countable noun can be used to represent something as a class. Before we use the before countable noun, for example, we said the telephone is a modern convenience. It represents class. The horse is a domesticated animal. The horse represents class. The eagle is a bird of prey. In the first example, the telephone refers to telephones considered as a class. Likewise, in the other examples, the horse refers to horses considered as a class, and the eagle refers to eagle considered as a class. It should be noted that the is not used, okay, when the word man represents human race considered as a class. We don't say the man has invented many things. We say man has invented things, many things. The dolphin may be as intelligent as man. Okay, thank you for listening and then watching this video. Please keep watching. I'm providing you stuff related to spoken English and then grammar. And don't forget to watch the earlier video on the indefinite article along with this video. So have a great time. Thank you.